Hey, this is Mike. Thank you so much for choosing this video. Tonight we're checking out a 2020 Mazda CX-30 at night. So this video focuses on the interior and exterior lighting of the vehicle. Check my channel for the full overview and test drive videos, separate videos. So first I want to point out that you can turn off all the exterior lighting on the vehicle. Some vehicles you can't do that. There's always some kind of external light on, but in this case you can turn off all the exterior lights. So now I have the parking lights on, and you can see it has an amber light there at the bottom, LED powered. All the exterior lights on this vehicle are powered by LEDs, which is nice, and all inside as well. It's just a full LED vehicle, which is really nice. There's an amber side marker. Now I have the low beams on, and check it out. You see around that side marker, there's like a little bit of an embellished part where the light is able to shine through, giving a little bit of style. I think that's really cool, and it also glows into a halo as well. There's the tail lights. Has a pretty unique design. So it has like a half circle and then a little line going in there on the inside. So you should be able to identify this vehicle on the road from a distance just with the unique tail lights. The tag lights are also LEDs as well, and they cast a little bit of light here on the ground, which is nice, like approach light in a way, because they are pretty bright. Now it has a turn signal that's LED, and you can see it's in the center of that red halo. And it's an amber, it's hard to tell maybe, but it is an amber LED light. And it also has a turn signal indicator there on the side mirror as well. But I noticed kind of one of the benefits of having an LED light is that it's instant on, instant off. But in this case, they're simulating a halogen light by having it fade out. It's like instant on but then fades out, which is kind of weird. It kind of takes away from the instant on, instant off LED light to try to simulate a halogen light. I don't understand that, but it's kind of weird because it's like a reverse. It's like it only instant on, it doesn't, then it fades off. Now, if faded on and faded off, it would be, I think it would be, you know, neater, I guess, but it's kind of a little weird. It's kind of like you're playing it in reverse or something. And the turn signal is amber here in the front as well. And it's down here. And it has that fade effect. Same thing on the side mirror. It has that fade effect. Now I had the high beams on, and they're basically, the light comes out of the same projector. So these are projector housings, and they just basically refocus the beam. So you can't really tell by looking at the vehicle that the high beams are on. But then you can tell in front of you because they are really bright. Here's the low beams, there's the high beams. You see the cutoff jumps up quite a bit. Here's the cargo area, and it does have one LED light. So it does have an LED back here, which is quite bright, but it's only on one side. So anything on the left side of the cargo area will block and cast a shadow on everything on the right side. So, and also all the carpeting back here is black. So it's just barely adequate for lighting here in the cargo area. I think it's below, I mean, it's adequate, but it's not good. It's just adequate. I think if it had at least another one here on the right side to illuminate that side, it would be a lot better. But as it is, it's better than nothing. But I think they could have done better as far as the lighting in the cargo area. The trunk close button is backlit illuminated here. So that is a plus, especially at night. It's really hard you have to feel your way around trying to find that. The back seat area does have one backlit button on the door. That is your power window, so that's nice. And what's helping this out is that it has light interior. Dark interior wouldn't fare as well as far as the lighting, because it only has one dome light, and it is an LED. It is nice, bright white and pretty sharp, and it casts down and kind of gives you a nice floodlight. But you can see in the areas in which it's black carpeting, you can't really see all that great. It's only where the light interior is reflecting it that you can, it's really good. I mean, it is good illumination there, only because you have the white interior. But it is adequate illumination in the back seat. It would have been nice to see some lighting in the pockets in the door, maybe around the door handles, that kind of thing, or maybe even in the floorboard a little bit under the seats. That would have been nice. And a little cherry on top. It'd be nice if the cup holders had some illumination in them. Here in the front door, there's no puddle light. There's no lighting illuminating the ground under the door, so it's just something to be considered. And the pockets are dark, but it does have some backlit illuminated buttons for the power windows, door locks, and side mirror adjustments. The floorboard is dark, as you can see, so there's no illumination in the floorboard. And here in the front, once again, the light interior saves the day. But it does have two lights here in the center, but they're not as bright as the center light there, which that spills into the front as well. So together, all three of them do a pretty good job of, illuminating the vehicle for the most part. So I'm sitting in the driver's seat and I'm just leaving the interior lights on up here because I just want to show you some dark areas. You might not be able to tell what I'm talking about since it's going to be so dark. The glove compartment is completely dark. This center pocket right here is completely dark. No illumination there. Also, the cup holders in this area in which like a cell phone goes right in here is all dark. So there's no illumination in those areas. So when we shut the door and the interior lights go out, so basically that's what you're left with. You're just left with backlit illuminated buttons. So the floorboards are dark, the glove compartment, all the compartments in which you would be fishing around looking for stuff are dark. But it does have illumination on the buttons. Now, on the steering wheel is actually better at nighttime because of these backlit buttons on the bottom. During the day, these bottom ones just get completely, you can't even see, I can't really see these buttons here. I can see the buttons, but I don't know what they are because the light reflects off the top of these shiny metallic buttons, and I can't see even the little icons on each one. So when I first got in the vehicle, I was clueless on these controls are not intuitive and they're not clearly marked. So there's the dashboard there with the gauges, and there's the climate control, and there's the screen. I'm going to put it in reverse so you can see the backup camera. It's nice and bright. But you notice the backup camera doesn't take up the whole screen. It's there in the center. It's kind of square. And the shifter just kind of blends into the darkness. Then you have some backlit buttons here. And everything else is dark. Now up here, for your tap lights, so you can turn on an individual light. You can turn on an individual light here, here, and these are all backlit buttons, which is nice. Turn on all the interior lights, or you can have them turn on and off of the door. There is this little button right here. That's for your sunroof, which is backlit. There's a little place for your glasses. You can't see that because it's dark. The visor does have a little light that's LED powered the your visor. Open this up, it turns on. Same thing on the passenger side. There's a first-person view of the low beams and the high beams. So there's low beams. You can see a cutoff. That was a vehicle getting in front of me. So you can see the cutoff is just below the windows in another vehicle. And it's both lights come out of the same projector. It just basically refocuses the beam to be more scattered, I guess, and up higher for the high beams. But overall, the headlights are really, really nice. You can see the lights, they have active bending lights, so they actually turn with the steering wheel. They turn with the steering wheel to give you better visibility in the direction that you're aiming at. So when I turn right, the right one moves. When I turn left, the left one moves. And it moves. And it moves a lot. So it doesn't take much motion of the steering wheel to make it move. So as I'm turning. Same thing with the high beams. It does the same thing. Low beams, high beams. So there you have it. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comment section, and I'll see you guys next time.